Welcome to another exciting episode. Oh my God, look at
Feel
that.
it real
Boom,
fun.
everyone said.
First one for the week.
Oh my God. This is one of those shows that does not have an episode number.
No.
I repeat, does not have an episode number.
Your questions answered live.
I got my nice jacket on, my raw silk scarf. This is dyed with indigenous shit. Like,
Yeah, I
cool.
know. It's
Like,
gorgeous.
it is like one of my 3 most favorite scarves.
Yeah. One of your 3 months. Yeah, well, considering you've got about 30.
I do. Daryl, welcome to the show. All right. So today we're going to answer your manifesting questions live. We've got a big list.
Yeah.
If you want to submit some later, Tyler knows this. I know this because Tyler knows this. What movie is that from? I know this because Tyler knows this.
Don't know.
Oh, my God. So, no spoilers, but you can tell the movie, right? Joe Weldon knows because I know. Anyway, let's get back on target, shall we,
Yes,
people?
we shall.
Okay, visit us.
At freeneville.com.
That's right.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right.
And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
Oh, my God.
There we go.
So, shall we dive in, Victoria?
We shall.
Okay.
Cool.
So, I've got the questions in bold this week.
Oh, good on you. Okay.
Actually, the headlines are in bold.
Oh,
And
okay.
then there's the question below.
Do we want the headline?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so this one's from Sharon. And the headline is, how do I manifest something wonderful without the bridge of incidents involving so much deep pain?
Oh, my God. This is going to be so much fun to answer, but first we'll let Sharon ask it.
Yeah.
Through Victoria.
So her question is, in the past, big change has meant a lot of pain, both emotional and physical, sometimes for years.
All right, real quick, revise. Right, always revise.
Yeah.
Okay, seriously. Like, always revise, right? Right there, okay, boom. All right, revise that. Big change, easy fun. Next.
And more of the end results were good for me. Others...
No, sorry.
Oh, none. Sorry, not more. And none of the end results were good for me. Others won, but not me.
Okay, let's nail that. Ready? When
Yeah.
someone says none, every, ever, always, those kinds of things, that basically tells me they're filtering a whole bunch of stuff. Because it's like, you know what? I've never had a success with this. You and I have never gotten along. And it's like, well, why would we have gotten married then? I don't know. We both must have been insane, right? Never disregards like, all right, so like we had an argument or two. Cool. But besides that...
Yeah.
Right? I've never had a good breath of fresh air. Yeah, you have. Right? Always, every, never. That just tells me you're filtering out all sorts of stuff. Stop it. Yeah. In other words, start imagining in a way that brings up like sometimes. Sometimes, this is how it's been.
Yeah, sometimes
Right?
it's been shit.
If you just explore from feelings sometimes, it ain't the words, but feelings, yeah, sometimes it's been shit. I'll revise those. Oh, but there have been a couple good times. I guarantee you'll find them. But always, every, never. That's an absolute state. Very German. Continue, Victoria.
Very German. And 20 should know.
That's right.
Okay. The only time something big and wonderful happened, it involved a lot of pain before that and after that for months.
Revise. Right? Revise it. Always revise it. Cool.
How do I manifest something wonderful without the bridge of incidents involving so much deep pain?
There you go. By the way, you got an answer today. I'd consider that wonderful. You might think it's okay. It was pretty easy. I mean, not a big
And there was no
deal.
pain involved.
But there was no pain.
Yeah.
Right? Honest to God. So you got something really cool today with no pain. How else can you play with this?
Yep.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So my other little comment, and let me know what you think about this, Victoria. I'm guessing you don't put a lot of fun buns in the oven. Like, I imagined up a really super yummy lunch today. And the idea that popped into my head and the action that I took, boom, right?
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell you something else about the dog park, too.
Cool.
So, Anya, welcome to the show. David.
Hello, Anya.
All right, Belinda. Next.
Cool. Good one,
Victoria.
Sharon.
Unless you want to add something in.
No, but I do get that little end bit that you said that, like, maybe sometimes you have lots of fun little buns and maybe you're not considering those.
Totally.
And it's like only when you become obsessive on one big bun and then for whatever reason you're remembering the ones where it hurt. I get that.
By the way, I imagined up being loving, happy husband. And that moved me around the world. And could there have been pain involved? Was there? Sure. But also a tremendous amount of joy. and a tremendous amount of adventure. Like, I mean, like when I first came here, I had to leave the country every 90 days, so we'd take these little holiday trips, and then I had to go back to the States and sort out some shit. Victoria came over there and joined me.
Yeah.
And I mention that because it's like, first of all, if you imagine that it's always going to suck, it's always going to suck. But if you imagine, you know what, it's always going to be unicorn farts and rainbows. The second where you don't have that, I got an email from a lady this week. She said, my business had a slow day. How did I screw up? And I wrote back, what are you imagining?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm imagining every day making X amount of dollars. I said, well, there are going to be some days that you don't.
Yep.
Right? Just to be blunt. Right? And if you're imagining it's all based on a dollar figure per 24-hour period of time, you'll drive yourself nuts. But on the other hand, I keep playing this game called double your income, work half the time, double your income, work half the time. What else can we do to double our impact, work half the time, while doubling our income again? You get it? That's fun. Versus, I mean, like, we had a slow day this week. I think it was Wednesday. And it's like, cool, don't care.
I didn't even hear about it, so that's cool.
Yeah. And then it's speeded up like 4 hours later.
Yeah.
So normally I wake up to so many sales. I woke up to like 2. And it's like, that ain't usual, right? It's like, cool, maybe something was down, maybe whatever. Did some systems checks, everything's functioning fine, all right. And about 4 hours later, it's like, all right, cool. But if I got all worked up,
Yep.
So, next Victoria.
Cool. So thank you, Sharon. That was ace. Next question is from Tyler. Oh, is that the Tyler that was here before?
I know this because Tyler knows this.
Oh.
What movie is that from?
So the headline we're putting to this, Tyler, is "This sounds like too much work." Before I found Neville, I was on a journey of seeking truth and answers on how to live life. With Neville, I feel that I've found the answer, the imagination, but I really don't do anything with this newfound knowledge. You could say I'm taking it for granted.
We are going to have so much fun here.
Yep.
Right? Oh my God.
Okay.
This is going to be so good.
Sweet.
David, you nailed it. I know this because Tyler knows this. What happens in Feel It Real Fun stays in Feel It Real Fun. No, it doesn't. Continue, Victoria.
So, I guess you could say I'm at a crossroads. I could take these teachings seriously, but it sounds like too much work and I don't want to do it. I could go back to telling myself the old stories that bring me suffering, but something inside... But something inside of me is fighting against doing that sort of thing. So I guess I'm kind of in status, not moved to go any sort of way.
Oh, yes, you are. Here's the thing, right? I can almost guarantee this is a closet form of... Do you want to guess, Victoria?
No, you go for it.
Doubt.
Oh, right.
I can almost guarantee it, because if you doubt that you can actually get what you want, right, then I really because if you really fucking get this, you know what Neville says, if you really fucking get this, except drop the word fucking, I just use that word
Neville
a lot.
wouldn't have used that word.
Oh, not in public. Right? So
sure, Ab did though.
Yeah, I'm sure Ab did. Yeah, people say you're like Neville reincarnated. I said no, I'm probably more like Ab reincarnated, right?
Yeah.
So just to be blunt, So here's the thing, guys. If you really get this, Neville says you will not pass a seeming other without imagining lovingly for them. There's the thing, right? I see the grumpy guy at the dog park today, okay? And you know what I do? I don't go, fuck him, right? And I go, maybe for half a second. I go, no. I imagine lovingly for him, because I wouldn't want to be his wife. She's darling. I wouldn't want to be his dogs, because they're darling too. But I just go, right, I'm just going to imagine for you, buddy. I'm just going to imagine you happy as a clam, because seriously, you look constipated, right? And by the way, does it matter to me if he's constipated or not? Let's be honest, right? No, right? But knowing what I know, I can't pass him without going, dude, come on, right? There's the thing. If you really get this, you will not pass a seeming other without imagining loving for them. And that also means you won't pass you.
Yes.
Right? But I imagine good fun times with her and them. Right? And you guys. And a great show. Boom. Bella, Heather, welcome to the show.
Well, there's one more time.
Yes, there is. Ready?
Tiny little bit.
This is the kicker.
Another thing to add to my question is that I want to know my true self, but I don't know how to find it. Anyways, good night and thank you, Tyler.
I know this because Tyler knows this, and Tyler knows this because I know this. Ready? Here's the cool thing.
Yeah.
Play. You want to know who you really are, what you really are? Go play. I promise you. See, philosophically, I love when I go in these other groups and so on, and there's all this philo pastry going around. and it's all sugar and starch. Oh, what you are is this, and what this is something, and something, and something. And I go look at their Facebook timelines, and they're absolute nutballs, right? Because if they honestly believed what they're saying, they wouldn't have all that crap on their Facebook timelines.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. You want to know why I don't post about Trump or Obama or the New World Order, the Bilderbergers, or the bad storm or anything? I don't care. You know what I care about? I see her, I imagine lovingly. I get a letter from you, I imagine lovingly. I play where it matters because I know the one cause. And it ain't Trump, and it ain't Obama, it ain't none of that. Boom. All right. Tyler, thank you. I know this. Somebody type, everybody watching this in the refund land and everything, type in, I know this. I know this because Tyler knows this. All right? Come on. Humor me, for God's sake. We get, like, most shows are like 500 plus watches. Oh, you're welcome, Tyler. Cool, man. With 500 and some watches and maybe 100 comments, I want 1,000 comments on this one. So if everybody watching this type twice, I know this because Tyler knows this.
And then I'll count them all after a week. No.
All right, Alice. Love you. Thank
Cool.
you. Cool. Next.
Sweet. Thanks, Tyler. So the next question's from Amal.
Yes.
Cool. Amal. Manifesting money without working is the title. My question is, how can you manifest earning income without working? For example, maybe a large sum of money that you could live off of.
Cool. Could be. I want to know what you really want. Because I've had periods of my life where I don't work. And like now, this is our work. Right? I mean, we do some other geeky shit behind the scenes, and once every 3 months we fill up this mountain of bullshit for the government, right? Paperwork. Because Victoria likes killing forests, and the Australian government likes looking at dead forests. I don't know why. We claim to be a nation we are focused on preserving the planet, but we're encouraged to print everything. And so we have these massive mountains of dead trees with soy ink on it. They're the only good thing soy is good for. Now, with that,
Soy.
No, ready? You look
Yes.
how much fun I have working. All right, how much fun do you have working?
Yeah, loads of fun.
Yeah, it's loads of fun. You know what we do? We comment, we talk to people, we share our lives.
Yeah.
Right? And there's the fun thing. So here's what I want to know. What do you really want? Imagine having that. Because if money's the middle, how do I have a ton of money? What's the
Money will always be the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
Yep.
How
How can I manifest earning income without working?
Yeah, what do you want to do with your day? Imagine that. Because without, I mean, like, it's like this, right? If you ask a negative question, how do I manifest money without working? Again, it doesn't tell me what you really want. So if I say, Victoria, you know what I want to do tonight?
What?
I'm not telling you. Right? And she doesn't know. I mean, do I want to do the well, of course, right? Yeah, do I want to have popcorn? I make the most lovely popcorn.
Oh, he does make good popcorn.
I do. I make great popcorn. Maybe we'll have some tonight. We'll have to see if we have it.
Maybe if Cube does his job and gets a few downloaded.
I told him, I says, you're going to be miserable tonight if he doesn't do his job.
Then we could watch two with popcorn.
With popcorn.
That'd be ace.
All right, so here's the deal, guys.
Yes.
What do you really want? Imagine that. Don't put money in the middle. Because, like Victoria said, I promise you double your income, you know what happens? You still go, right. You know, it'll be fun. A little more money to do something else with. But we don't wait for the money. We start giving life to the stuff, and then the money, we find ways to make it. We find ways to enjoy it. We find ways to invest it. Gary, nice to see you. Cool. So, boom. That's that. Steve's writing some cool stuff, isn't he? So, just tossing it out there. Julie, what if you don't know what you want? Oh my God, we've got that coming up. Is it your question or somebody else's? I swear to God, we got that coming up. Anyway,
oh yes, someone's from
Grimcat.
Yeah. Is that you?
Okay. Grimcat and Julie both want to know. Let's dive into that in a bit.
In a bit.
Yeah, we can't do Victoria out of order.
Let's do the order, because otherwise I'm going to get lost.
By the way, when you see a sign and it says out of order, like, What's in there instead? Okay.
Chaos.
Thud.
I don't know.
Right? Yeah, I mean, you see the pop machine. It says out of order. Right? What's that mean? What's in there? I mean, what is this order that they're out of?
Out of order.
Yes, sir. You are out of order, Mr. 20. That's right. Hi, Violet. Oh, okay. Cool. So Julie is...
Grim cat. Oh. Cool.
Coolio. I won't tell everyone.
Now. Sorry. I can cut that out if you want.
Joe, by the way, wants to know that pan of popcorn you used to buy from the supermarket and cook on the stovetop. Dude, I can't get that on Australia. I wanted that for the course when you were here to explain how the fascial system all and twists and stuff. Jiffy Pop. Right? Anybody that wants to send me some Jiffy Pop popcorn and cigars, do not put either one of those on the label because they don't allow food or tobacco to come in without all sorts of pain in the ass. But if anybody that wants to send me a couple things of Jiffy Pop and a handful of cigars in an unlabeled package, just right, personal shit like underwear.
Present.
Used undies,
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's get back to the point.
Yeah. Excellent. So that was great, Amal. Hopefully that helped for you.
Hopefully that helps somebody. Maybe we should just pull this miscellaneous ramblings up and just
call it miscellaneous
ramblings. That'd be good fun. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
The next question, is from Cici, Chichi. I don't know. C-E-C-E.
Oh, Julie's not that person. Interesting.
This isn't the one.
No, sorry. It's okay. Let us continue.
Right. So I don't know how we say that name.
Let's say you say CC, I'll say Chi-Chi.
All right, and then we've covered both. Right. Help with chocolate cravings. Ooh. I got a small question. When I'm staying in the state of healthy, lean body and I still crave chocolate.
Chocolate.
Do I have to revise eating it? Maybe just revise. Instead of 10 blocks tonight, I had 8. No.
Probably not a bad idea, though, right? I'm not a fan of being German, even though my birth name was German, and I've got German heritage, right? The problem with being too German is, it's like, right, I can never have chocolate again.
Yeah.
Or if I screw up, I just destroy the whole world, right? If you had 10, revise it down to 8, just for fun. And if you had 8, revise it down to 6, just for fun. Eventually, you might play with just sucking on one M&M for 4 hours. God, just for fun. Yeah. It's good with the peanut ones, with the honeycomb ones. It just gets all gooey and crap. Not fun. Please continue.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't matter what I eat as long as I stay in my lean body state. But I get overwhelmed by thoughts, so I should rather revise getting thrown out of the state and those thoughts, right?
I get 2 wishes here. You want to enjoy some chocolate, right? As long as you're in your state. I mean, I generally don't eat carbs. Not a fan. Right, but every now and then I got these. I got potato chips. I'll use the American term. I bought potato chips for her and me yesterday. Mine are breast milk flavored, breast milk and onion, and hers are
plain chips.
Right.
That's all I like.
So I got the breast milk and onion chips. Right, she got the
plain chips.
The plain chips. Right.
Have you started yours?
No, but I will. But the thing is, if I eat the whole bag, and if I'm feeling like I'm getting a little loopy, out of control, maybe I'll revise that I ate half the bag of crisps. Yes. On the other hand, I also get them bigger than crisps. Right? That's one wish. The other wish that I'm hearing here is about thoughts. Right? You're bigger than your thoughts. Change your state and your thoughts change. Or stop.
Cool.
So... shall we?
Yes. So the last bit is enjoying all the food to my heart's content and still being desired by the guys. As stupid as this is my true desire.
Hold on. That's not stupid.
Nah.
I got to tell you something. I desire her. And when I express that, 9 times out of 10, it's like 4 out of 5 dentists, right? 9 times out of 10, she'd be happy, right? Yeah. If I didn't desire her, that probably wouldn't be all that good. You get it? You want to be desired? You want to be desirable? Cool. That's a lovely thing. I'm even complimented, I mentioned this the other day, when guys look at her. I mean, I don't turn them into Pez dispensers, right? I could, but I don't. I mean, when a guy looks at her, you know what that tells me? The guy's got good taste. She's a good-looking woman. On the other hand, if the guy's hanging out with an ugly girl, I sort of go, all right.
What are you looking at my wife?
Yeah, what are you looking at my wife for? Because yours is ugly, right? Then I realized, no, I got to have compassion. He's with an ugly wife, and he's looking at my pretty wife. It's not that he digs ugly chicks. She was probably pretty at one point. Revise. All right, someone's going to think I was serious.
Yes.
But seriously?
Yeah.
Desirable, desired. I swear to God, right? By the way, she does yoga, right? She does the yoga. She's hot. And at the one yoga class, the teacher points out, watch what she's doing, because either she's doing it right or close enough that she can adjust it and help people get it, right? She desires that. And I can tell you that because it's not because she's insecure or weird or something. She's human. And when the teacher says, look how she's doing this. You get it? That's a gift to everyone. So I am imagining that you're okay with that desire. Because it's a cool one, right? Who doesn't want to be desired? Anybody who doesn't want to be desired here, put it in a comment, right? We'll have some fun. Anyway.
Hey,
right.
Bruce, I
Love
know.
you, Brucey
Joe
wants
Sawyer
desired.
and Ellis did.
You get it? I desire you guys. I want you guys to want me. All right.
Cool. And the last sentence was, I kind of overthink this. I'm already revising having problems with food.
Go.
Okay, good
Boom.
one, Sissy.
All right.
All right.
Next.
The next one is from Jill. Mental diets and manifesting marriage.
Oh, I didn't bold that one.
No, that's all right.
That's all right.
Ooh, questions. Here's mine. I thought I had a great mental diet, happily imagining he loves me. We are happy. I am beautiful and I am his. But he said, Jill, you don't fit my image in this town. You look scraggly. And the next morning I learned he has had many other women during the time with me. So what do I need to change? Thanks.
Cool. Let's dive in. Ready? Here's the thing. Let it be all about you. Okay, notice how this fits in with the last one. Okay, you want to be desired. How does it feel to be appreciated? There's the thing, right? It's not about the guy. I promise you that. Like Neville said, if the guy got hit by a Mack truck, ejected, and splattered all over the pavement into a billion different pieces, would you go, yep, can't be desired, can't be happy, can't be loved wife or whatever? No, you'd go, right. Scoop him up, let's have a good cry. Next, right? There's a really lovely quote at NevilleGoddardQuotes.com. I think you have to type in the word sheepish or peckish. I can't remember which. It's one of the issues. And but it'll bring up the story where Neville talks about how many times he's gone to weddings, and the one, and I'll just say, and the woman says it's got to be him. And when she finally gets happily married, it's not him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And he just has that little sheepish grin.
Yes.
Right? Here's the thing. What do you really want? It ain't him. I promise you that. Okay? And by the way, I'm assuming you're scraggly. I don't know. Right? But let's assume you're scraggly. You want to be with someone who loves you as scraggly. You want to know when I find her the most desirable?
I'm very scraggly out in the garden.
She's very, whenever she's like ready for yoga, I mean, I'm like, ooh, look at that, right? She's in her yogini state, right? Whenever she's out in the garden and all muddy and cruddy and she's got crap under her fingernails and grass stains on her face and her hair's all over the place.
Yep.
Do you know what I want to do to her? Okay, and the next question.
Then the next question. Okay, we'll get off topic there otherwise.
Whoa.
Cool. Right, so...
By the way, I
the last
just realized
sentence.
I didn't nail something.
Yes.
Cool.
And
the mental diet.
I haven't actually read
good.
that last little bit as well. And I would not have written this as I'm trying not to give it attention, but I would like to ask the question.
Good on you for writing it out. By the way,
Yep.
see, it's not about giving the problem attention. It's about the attention that you come from. You get it? The mental diet is, what do we call it? The state of loving teacher, the state of successful businessman. That's what gives me what's going on in here. That whole diet of what am I eating? What's eating me? What am I eating? All of that comes from my state. And just getting right. It's not about him. It's about me. When I get, you know what, I'm so happy to get up in the morning. I get up in the morning, I'm dropping the kids off at the pool, and I read, here's a couple emails, here's one I got to respond to real quick, then I'll make the coffee. Like, it's all that comes from my state. And it's not about, I'm imagining Wayne being super pleased, Sonia being hyper pleased. Yeah, no, I'm imagining success for all you guys when you pop up on my radar. But what I'm really imagining is I feel great because of the service that we render blesses people. You get it? It's all about me. I just feel great because of the service we render blesses people big time. Boom. Right? There's the thing. So.
Cool. Excellent, Jill. Thanks for that. All right, the next question's from Uma, I think.
Uma.
How long is a Feel It Real session? So her question is, something I haven't heard you talk about, probably because nobody's asked yet, is whether there's a desired length for a Feel It Real session in the state akin to sleep.
This is going to be so cool. Watch what comes next.
With meditation, it begins with sitting for a few minutes daily and working up to sitting for 10, 15 or 20 minutes or longer. However, sometimes a profound meditation or experience can occur in a blink of an eye.
Cool. It's the difference between... I'm not a fan of meditation and this. They're totally separate things, right? It's like spaghetti compared to... what's a Chinese noodle dish?
Laksa? No?
Don't know. Chinese noodle dish, right? They both have
Singapore
noodles.
fried rice? No, that's right.
But they're totally different, right?
Right.
Okay, here's the thing. It's like a bicycle and a BMW. Both have wheels. Both have B's, right? I am dangerous on a bicycle, right? But here's the thing, guys. So meditation, start and then make it longer. Feel it real. How fast? Okay, how fast? The whole thing is, here's the desired length. As I wake up in the morning, I go through a couple things that I standardly go through every day, right? For today, I'm imagining that we had a crush it show. Before I get out of bed, I'm just sort of in that state akin to sleep, and when I feel, ooh, that was a good show, right? Can't wait to watch it again with Vic in the Toria, right? So I'll nail that, right? Yeah. And maybe I rest in that feeling for 30 seconds, 10 minutes, doesn't matter. But don't make it about the length of the session. Let it be about the depth of how fast you nail it. You get it? Because when I walk into Kohl's, I might do half a stutter step where I slow down just a tiny bit because I'm imagining her yum. And as soon as I feel her yum, then I proceed. If I don't feel her yum, I stumble around a little bit and just rant about the signage, right? Or like about how the world is doomed because they won't allow me to have plastic bags, right? But as soon as I nail the yum, boom, right? But all you got to do is just feel that little bit of a... Invest when you're waking up. Invest when you're falling asleep. Take those little times just to slow down for a fraction of a second. And don't make it about the length, like I said. Make it about the bang, how fast can you nail it? So... Alex asks, I'm going to grab this, is it good to practice both manifestation techniques from various teachers? I'm going to say no. And the answer is in the question, because it's not the manifesting technique that matters. And this is going to sound a little paradoxical. So we put together Neville Goddard's Toolbox, NevilleGoddard'sToolbox.com. Right? In there's 3 things, and they're the most common things that Neville taught. But here's the secret to it all, right? I remember when is basically about putting something that you don't want in the past. Right? Most people do it the exact opposite. Yep, I remember whenever I could. The good old days. They remember when, so to make their current life shitty. Right? Revision, they just passively relive something. The horrors of the incident, the horrors of the incident, the horrors of the incident, instead of actively remembering it differently, actively re-encoding it with revision. Right? And congratulatory conversations, what are we talking about? Everybody wants to be desired, to be appreciated. Okay? When someone says, damn, nice car. I say, yeah, I got it for the price of a Chevy. How'd you do that? Right? You get it? That's a congratulatory conversation. But most people are going, wow, man, like, fuck, my car's dirty. I wonder what they think. They have crappy conversations. The thing is, with the tools that we teach, that Neville taught during his entire career, you've been doing those all your life. You don't have to add anything in. You just have to start using them knowingly and systematically. On the other hand, let's add in sticky tape, vision boards, subliminal recordings. Oh, let's use the something method that somebody... Yeah, no, skip that. Anything that takes longer than a few seconds, because you're imagining you imagine something to make your fingers type and to get my mouth to move. You get it? If someone tells you, well, before you do all that, you have to put on your mood music, your purple panties, all that stuff, forget all that. You have to quantum leap. Really? You didn't have to quantum leap to get me to talk. You get it? Let this be super easy. Do what we teach, and you'll find it's super easy and fast. So, Alex, I appreciate your question because it tied in with the last one really well. So again, it's not about length of time. It's not about methods. The methods are only there to teach you to notice what you already do, but to help you do it effectively. Pillberry, thank you. Cool.
Sweet.
So, how's that, buddy? Appreciate it. So,
cool.
We'll hand the stick back over to Vic and Victoria.
Well, there was one more little...
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
But I think it's all been answered. But to finish off Irma's... is it best to stay with the feeling until it settles into a sense of relief, however long that takes?
Cool. Neville actually said relief of possession. I hate the word relief, because relief to me implies problem. Whew. I'm glad Victoria liked lunch.
Yeah, thank Christ. Or
yeah,
whatever.
Thank Christ she enjoyed lunch.
Yeah, got you.
Right? Okay, I'm imagining that we're making out tonight. Right? I'd rather imagine that. Oh, all right. That's a different sense of relief. You get it?
Yeah.
I'm not relieved that I own a BMW. I don't look out in there and go, whew.
Yeah.
Right? I enjoy the feeling of ownership. And that's really what Neville was shooting for. If you look beyond the relief, just keep reading. Notice what he actually gets into. It's less of a relief, let's say, and more of a release from the craving. You get it?
Yep.
I don't crave her. Crave her. Crave her. Yeah, I enjoy and appreciate her. Get the difference? I don't go, whew, she's not dead.
Thank God.
Whew, she's still here. Right? And I also don't go, yep, mine. Right? Yeah. You know what I do? I just enjoy knowing. I get to get home from the dog park and share with her stories. I can't even wait till I get home. I got to text her little things. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Joe. Virginia says, thank God that's over. Yep, it was a miracle. 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
That's right. All right.
Okay.
Next.
The next question's from Grimcat.
Oh my God, this is going to be so good.
And it's titled, I'm Not Sure What I Want. That's right, we had another one. So someone asked on the show, so, hi 2020, what should a person who is not sure what they want do when it comes to starting to try to manifest? Some people say to stay general, but other people say that you will never manifest unless you are specific.
Cool. I need a specific example to understand the question.
Well...
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Victoria.
I was going to say it sounds like you're trying to think up massive, big things, what do I want, instead of...
Noticing.
I'll have a Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah, what's your desire?
Yeah, something, just little stuff.
Boom.
Yeah.
You know what's cool? So I'm pumping the petrol this morning. Pumping the petrol into the BMW this morning. Right? Because I turned on the car and it went, not happy. You let it get way too low. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go fill up. Right? So I'm filling it up and I'm imagining Victoria's smile when I get home. Right? And so I'm pumping up the car. I walk into the 7-Eleven and I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? Donuts. Should enjoy donuts. And I looked and they had no packages of just the plain Krispy Kreme donuts.
Serious? That happened today?
Yeah, they had none. Right? And I'm like, right.
That's cool.
So I'm looking at that and I look at the guy behind the counter. I'm looking at that. It's like, right. I'm not attached to the how it happens. Okay? But I'm imagining her super duper happy. Right? That's all. Yeah, just and look at her. Does she look like she's dying because there's no donuts?
No, I don't think so.
So what was the question?
What was the question? Yeah. So what should a person who's not sure what they want do when it comes to starting to try to manifest?
See, get this? This is really cool because if I made it about the donuts, right? What do I really want? My real desire is her happy. Right? If I doubted that I could actually make her happy, right? Well, then I'd probably like trying to either stay vague or not sure. Is it the donut that I want or chocolate bar? She's got a lot of chocolate. She told me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
not
I
to
got
buy
too
any
much
more,
chocolate.
Right? It gets goofed. My guess is you're doubting you can actually have what you desire because you know your hungers. Your hungers are simple. Yet when you're hungry for pizza, you're hungry for pizza. You know it. When you're hungry for Chinese, you know it. There's the thing, right? So what you don't want to do is play the game of it's a 1984 BMW black and color with leather seats, a stick shift. The OBC is in perfect condition. There, that's a list.
Yeah.
Okay. On the other hand, what do you want? Zoom. Right? Boom. Right? There's the thing. What do you want? And by the way, sometimes you want Chinese food. Sometimes you want egg rolls. You know, the right level of specificity is the right level of specificity. You know that. Now, for the people that say, keep it general, they're terrified they're not going to get their specific. And the ones that are going, make it specific, repeat it 72 times a day, at least every 32 seconds for 42 seconds at a time. All right? That's, again, way too German for me today. And for the Germans, I apologize. All right? I'm not picking on you. Carrie, hey, welcome to Manifesting Mastery. Ha, nice to see you.
Sweet.
Cool.
Well, I've really noticed how the light, because the
Changes
sun's
things.
gone down and well, it's got cloudy. I mean, it hasn't gone down. Cool. Excellent, Green Cat.
All right.
Yeah?
Cool. Yep.
Sweet.
Can kill the doubt.
And a second one from Green Cat.
That's right.
Hi, 2020. Can we know what the motivation is behind a burning desire?
Cool. All your desires are divine in origin. Here's the thing, right? If you've got a burning desire for Chinese food, do you need to know the origin of it? It's just a hunger, right? On the other hand, if it's like, if you're trying to figure out your desire, you're actually ignoring it. Why do I want that? Okay, if it's like, why do I want a BMW? I just like the feel of a solid experience, like in a car or a woman. Do not confuse the two. But if you just only ask a question if it's going to give you data that feeds you. If it's going to be something like, well, why do I want a lovely wife? Well, because my mom, she was nice, but... And then there was, like, my dad's third girlfriend after they got divorced. And it's like, it just gets nuts. Versus, what's your hunger? Always just, boom, just go in for that. Know their divine in origin. And it's always your real hunger. Your real hunger is never him, right? Your real hunger is me. What do I want? I want to experience that satisfaction of a good meal, right? Boom. So, Tyler prefers imports because I prefer imports. Next
is from Sandra. Can feel it real, fix this relationship. It's a relationship question. How to see a person change from a selfish person to an unselfish person.
Cool. How would you feel differently? There's the big thing, right? So seeing a change in them versus feeling the change within you.
Yeah, nice.
You know what it's like when you're around someone who's selfish or self-centered, don't you, Victoria?
I do.
That's right.
There's one in my family. And it's not 20, sorry. Yes.
You get it?
Yeah.
So here's the fun thing. Because if you explore it being enjoyable to be around them versus, even just, I can't even say the word, name that we shall not speak of. Right? You get it? When you change you, there's no one to change but self. Then what happens, because we all know people, seriously, I know people that I'll describe them as perfectly lovely. And when I say that, I had one fellow tell me, really? Are we talking about the same person? Right? Because they experience that same person in a totally different way. I say, yeah, lovely. Right? Wonder why. It's all about me.
Yeah.
I've got me under my skin.
Can you scroll that up?
I sure can. Whoa!
Perfect.
Oh my God.
Okay. Thank you for that, Sandra. That was ace.
Virginia says, by the way, appreciate you. What is your real hunger? There. That's it. What's your real hunger? You know what it is. If it takes you more than half a second to actually notice it, and more than like 3 seconds to state it, it's not it. Right? What do I want? Loving puppy dad. If you guys could see our laughs right now.
Yeah, they're all asleep. They had a big day yesterday.
Can you guys hear Emmett snoring? I'm just curious. All right. So.
I didn't know if it was him or Bruce, but anyway.
Oh, yeah, it could be Bruce.
The next question's from Lynn. Poverty mindset. Is it a poverty mindset to even care about the price of coffee? For example, perhaps a wealthy person simply wouldn't care much at all about the prices of things because $111 is just a drop in the bucket for them. Just wondering.
This is such a cool question because one of the wealthiest self-made wealth people I know, when I'm hanging out with him one day, he says, check this out. And I'm like, what is that? He goes, it's an iPad. I says, ooh, I've heard of those. He goes, you know what's really cool? I'm like, what? He goes, I got it cracked. I said, I don't understand. It looks good to me. He goes, no. I gave it to my brother-in-law, and for $200, he changed the operating system so I can download all the apps for free. Like, right. So here he is, right? One of the wealthiest people I know, self-made wealth, makes good money, has a lot of fun, and he takes his iPad, gives it to someone, pays them $200 so he can download whatever apps he wants for free. Yeah. Right? What do you make of that? Here's the thing. No matter what, I love getting a good deal. I really do. I got my BMW 325i for less than what I paid for the price of my Chevy S10 pickup truck. Now, the thing is, I don't get worked up about prices of anything. I filled up the car with petrol this morning, right? I couldn't tell you what it cost, right? I could ask Cube. He didn't fill up his car, and I guarantee he knows. There's the difference, right? Because, and I'll admit, I mean, like, when I go to the store and I see Buppy Ipes on sale, right? So when they're normally $4 and they're on sale for $3, I'll buy 4. When they're normally $4 and they're on sale for 4, I'll buy 3. It's called dollar cost averaging. Why? Because it gives my mind something to do.
God, isn't that bored? No, but it's true. It's your peanut butter method.
Absolutely,
like,
right? Yeah, I walk in. If peanut butter's not on sale, I'll buy 1 or 2. If peanut butter's on sale, I'll get a whole bunch. And sometimes I go, right, there's no room for peanut butter, and it doesn't go on sale for months. And then I notice the cupboard's getting a little bit bare, and I go, right. And I go to the shops, and I take in an extra bag.
Well, it's not bare at the moment because there's about 12
and you'll notice peanut butter's not on sale.
Right? We don't need it.
Yeah, we don't need it, right? So it's not on sale. It will not go on sale till I want it.
Until you need it again.
Right.
Okay.
So jailbreaking. That's it. I know it's jailbreaking because Tyler knows it's jailbreaking. Right. That's for the iPad. I said the wrong thing. Cracked. That's right. Jailbreaking.
That's the name of it, is it?
Yeah, they jailbreak. I should get the oldest one jailbreaked.
Oh.
Right. Is that a proper term? Somebody look that up. Jailbreaked. Yo.
Cool.
All right. Next.
Thank you, Lynn.
Did I answer the question? Yeah, I think
I think it was about the price of coffee, but it was just
absolutely.
poverty mindset. Yeah.
By the way, here's what I notice. Ready? Addendum. This is the most important part. I don't get there's such a thing as poverty consciousness or poverty mindset. What I notice is unconsciousness. Because if you're actually aware of who you are and how this works and the potential in the world today, you get that you can make as much money as you want to, right? The only people that aren't making money are those that are stuck in their head making arguments, right? Are they asleep? Yeah, man, like, it's hard now. Really? I got online when you had to hard code everything in HTML. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have YouTube. I sold videos online when we didn't have video. You couldn't get a sneak peek into my video. Now you can, right? You get it? The only way you can have poverty is to be relatively unconscious. You know, just like there's no possibilities in the world today. Right? That's it. Poverty is always the result of playing unconscious versus actually.
I'm not sure if I've got it.
All right, we're getting wound up and we're touching the dog.
Okay.
All right, let's be loving puppy parents as well. Next.
Yep.
So.
Okay, thank you, Lynn. And the last question we've got here is from Jennifer. And it's titled, I want to imagine lovingly for ... I was contemplating the subject in that Neville quote from Neville. I was cleaning the home of a woman I do not know, but I wanted to imagine lovingly for her as I was working. But I found it hard to know what to imagine. Where do you start with perfect strangers?
Cool. So there was the drug dealer back in Pennsylvania. And I'm going to see if we got... I can't remember if we did Jill's question or not. If we didn't, I'm going to ask you to type it in. Because I think we did it already.
Jill?
Did we do a Jill?
Yeah, we've done a Jill.
We've done Jill's. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So here's the deal, guys. Ready? So when there was the drug dealer in Pennsylvania, that I decided one day I'm just going to slit his Achilles tendons and take him into the woods. Right? I was not a happy camper because he was selling drugs to someone that I loved. So I figured I'll solve the problem.
No.
Yeah, bag of lime and a shovel. Right?
Yeah.
You can make things go away. And then I came to my senses, right? I thought, right, so let me imagine lovingly for this asshole. Right? Oh, yeah, I'm imagining he's an asshole. Imagine that. Stop it, Mr. 20. Right, so I'm imagining this guy. So it's like, right, let me just feel happy for him that he exists, that he's doing well. All right, so I'm exploring that, and suddenly I experience a vision of him selling antiques up in the mountains. I'm like, all right, whatever. Oh. So I'm imagining knucklehead, happy as a clam, selling antiques up in the mountains, right? And so, cool. So I got a question from Joe Weldon in just a moment. So why did I imagine that? I have no idea. But years later, here's what I find out. His grandmother died. He went into a depression, stopped selling drugs. Right? Lived in his grandmother's house full of antiques, developed a passion for antiques, set up a little antique thing up in the mountains, and sold, and as far as I know, is still selling antiques. So here's the thing. So you feel a desire to imagine lovingly for this woman. Right. So how would you feel if something were more lovely in her life and you knew that your imaginal act was the cause of that? Just explore that feeling. And if something specific shows up, like selling antiques, run with it. If it doesn't matter, because it's all about you. It was never about the drug dealer to begin with. It was about me being happy that another human exists. So, Joe Weldon asked, I asked if you revise your day every night. Absolutely. Here's the thing. We've got revision to the max. It's a little $7 thing. You can find it somewhere on freeneville.com. Just go search for revision, and sooner or later you'll see a link where I'm telling you spend some money. A whopping $7, right? Yeah. And so here's what's cool. At the end of my day, when we're in bed, okay, if we made out, I imagine that we made out, right? If we had a good meal, I imagine it was a great meal. If Bruce was a shit, right? I imagine Bruce wasn't. Right? I just go through and just revise whatever's on my mind, and then I pull a Maggie Simpson. Right? Here's the cool thing: make sure you do not ever use revision just to fix things. Right? Because then you'll train your brain to scan for shit to fix.
Yeah. Right.
On the other hand, if it was toe curling, I'm imagining it was feet cramping. Are that good? Got it? That's right. Cortez says, Neville talked about man being able to see events before they happen. How do we pick up? And I missed the rest. But it's cool. Yeah, you can see what's going to happen because you're what gives it life. Totally forget the whole thing of... see, watch this. Ready? Let's call this little segment Special versus God. Ready? I'm special. I just had a special moment where I saw what was going to happen in the future. I'm super special. I'm hanging up a shingle. Super special guy that can tell you what's going to happen in the future. I'm special. Right? Oh, the man that you're with, he's the special one. Oh, no. Not the man that you're with now. He's not the super special one. I'm special, and I know if special is true or not. I've got a shingle. It says I'm special. On the other hand,
excuse me,
you're what gives life. What we are gives life. This is universal. This is not special. You get it? What we are is the Elohim, the many that make up the one. Neville says at the center of it all, there's only one I am imagining. Now, here's the cool thing. Ready? I imagine loving husband. Okay? Loving, happy husband. Guess who's here? If she wasn't imagining being loved and appreciated in a relationship, she couldn't be here. If she was imagining being neglected and abused and horrified every day, we wouldn't be married. She'd be married to someone else. Right? Probably somebody named Chuck. Right? They call Chucky. Hello, Chucky. Right? You get it? Here's the cool thing. With, what was the question? Do you remember?
Oh, no, sorry. It was Cortez's.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to scan up.
I'm not going to try to scan up. But cool, I think I got my point across with
Yeah.
all this, right? Do whatever I just said. Anybody that wants to retype it, make sure I close the loops.
Yeah.
I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, if there was something missing, let us know, Cortez.
Cool. But that's the big thing, whatever I said. Fuck, I hate when that happens. All right. Which just goes to show something. So, Daniela, Christine, if anybody wants to type in what Cortez did for me so I can see it again, that'd be cool. We'll ramble for a few seconds. Or if there's any other questions real quick, that would be really cool. Julie says, thanks, Bill. See, Bill likes women say, thanks, Bill.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He posted up a link for something, I think.
Chucky. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Fight Club. David. That's right. So use the tools. There's the whole thing. That's really what it always boils down to. If you use the tools, you discover who and what you are and how this works. If you find, I don't feel like using the tools, a lot of work, not sure, it means you're really just doubting. All right? Just, you can always imagine up something lovely. So, dream job manifests is Daniela. Cool. I don't know.
Dream job manifesting.
Yep.
With a question mark.
What would imply that you're working at a job you love?
Yeah.
See, only you know this.
Yeah.
I'll boil it down to just so I can make Bill type. If you go to freeneville.com and Joe wants to know about the Pearl. Cool, we can do that too. So here's the thing, right? I just saw 3 questions in my brain scrambled.
I know. So, dream job manifesting.
Okay, the coffee method. Right? You're waking up in the morning, getting ready to do your dream job thing, right? How's that experience of coffee?
The coffee game.
Right?
Yeah.
Versus, fuck, I hate my job. Let's add some whiskey to it, right?
Before I head out the door. So
cool. Sonia says, "I said you said don't be specific about a husband and wife. What about children?" I keep imagining. So many. Okay. Seeing the future. Got it. So let me try to keep track of these. Ready? See, being special means I'm psychic, and I can tell you the answers for your life and mine because I'm psychic. On the other hand, when you get who you are and how this works, you get that your certainty about something is what determines whether or not it exists. So whenever I nail Victoria's Yum, I know whatever I find, bang, right? It's gonna work. It's going to be super yummy. Is today's lunch going to be super yummy?
Yes. And there's a choice.
Sometimes
2 different types of meats. In fact, it's Friday. We probably have to have pork.
We have to have pork. Yeah, we have to have fen. We discovered another major religion to upset with pork, by the way. Make sure you tune into the lunch show.
Now, before any more questions come, Jill asked you about, was it the pearl or the promise?
The pearl.
It was a P word.
And we also had a thing about imagining specific children.
Okay.
Cool.
And that's probably going to be it.
I know people that have they know they're going to have a daughter or a son. They just know it. Now, I wouldn't go, must be a daughter, then I'll be happy. If then loops make things weird. But if you honestly know, right, boom. I also wouldn't imagine I'm imagining having a child named Bob. I'm imagining that it's his child, whose name is Bob. Right? Things get weird then.
Yep.
Right? Yep. So, boom. And the other question was the Pearl. Cool. There's almost smack dab in the middle of Manifesting Mastery. We talk about the Pearl of Great Price. We take one lecture, take it apart for 1 week. Now, this is the lecture that most people go, right. I mean, they'll read one little quote, and they'll listen to it once, and then they think about the Pearl. The thing with the Pearl is, when Neville shares that, he actually shares a really good story about a woman that he trained to do the charts. Right? Neville used to be an astrologer. Fascinating. Neville gave it up. But before he gave up being a very well-known astrologer, he taught a woman. And so he tried to tell the woman, look, ditch this. But it was her income. So she kept buying it. She kept buying the thing. Well, here's the problem, right? So one day this fella comes in and he wants a reading, and she starts to make him up a chart, leaves the room, comes back, finishes the chart, tells the guy like how great it's going to be, that it's guaranteed win, and then and he says basically, if that's true, I'll send you $100, right? Well, after the guy leaves, she looks and she realizes, oh my God, the wind blew and turned the pages.
Yeah,
she made a chart up for a guy that doesn't exist. Now the problem was the guy experienced the win, and so she said to Neville, why? And Neville basically said it was your certainty. It wasn't the charts. Here's the thing, it's your certainty. There's the fun thing. Cool. And okay, so Sonia says, meaning for me to have custody of my sons. Oh, got it. Cool. Really good question. Cool. I'd imagine you being being a happy mom. Notice how that moves from custody of your sons to you.
Yeah, it's
right?
almost like from war, almost.
Yeah. Custody, paperwork, attorneys, court cases, all this stuff. Yeah. And by the way, it's all future. You get it? Versus right. I'm a happy mom. I'm happy about how my relationship is with my kids. And maybe you get full custody. Maybe the other fellow goes splat and so on. We don't know.
Yeah.
But if we try to determine the way or the how or get caught up in legal terms and so on, that really almost always seems to be weird. Versus if you let it all be about you, boom. Daniela says something about, is that same for SP for special person? I'm with Neville. I totally stay away from the whole thing of I'm going to manifest her.
Yeah.
Right? It just gets... Yeah. I've watched people for 4 years now make it about a specific person, and for 4 years they suffer.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Loving, happy husband, he's loving, he's happy, he's with her. But if I make it her, I guarantee she'll feel that.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like him. Right?
Yeah.
That just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, I know someone's going to say, well, I did it. Good on you.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care. Because in the end, if loving happy husband is loving happy husband. But if it's like, I'm going to make her mine, it's just, fudge man. Yeah, she's not
There's
a burrito.
a good quote on that Neville did where there was a lady who said it had to be them or something. I can't remember the exact words, but he said back to her,
if he died,
yep, you're saying you'll never have anyone again, or something like you'd never love again, and something like that.
Go to NevilleGoddardQuotes.com, and this will really give heaps to you, Daniela. NevilleGoddardQuotes.com. There's a whole section on there about manifesting love, and those quotes are really cool because it just invites it. Because you know what I want for you. See, I don't know. You may or may not have a specific person or special person in mind. I don't care, but just seeing you, I can see your picture. It's about that big. Here's what I can do. I can just imagine you happy. I can imagine you happy, not just because you're in a great relationship, but because you've nailed this. You get it? There's the fun thing. Because if you nail this, and you get, it never was about him. It's about me being a happy wife.
Yep.
And then, cool. Yeah, if you nail it, that doesn't mean it won't be him. It means it might be him. But you won't care. It's like when you go to the Asian buffet. I love the Asian buffets except for the Palace of Disappointment. But when we go to the Asian buffet, it's not that, okay, I'm sitting here and I'm imagining the 30-second egg roll that the little guy named Juan makes today. And it's like, no, I'm just imagining a lovely burp afterwards. That was good.
Yeah.
Right? If I do that, I'll have the right egg roll. But if I've got to make it that egg roll and I get in there and Victoria's dicking around, I don't know, do I want jasmine tea or green tea? Do I want fried rice or the rice on the buffet? And it's like suddenly I stand up and I'm going, and a little old lady named Matilda reaches over and takes my fucking egg roll. She takes the last egg roll, and it's like, that was mine.
So the whole lunch is ruined.
It's ruined, right? And then we go out and we get 5 gallons of petrol, which I don't know what the price of it is because I don't care because I've done the peanut butter method. And then I hunt down Matilda and I gas the place. And so the Palace of Disappointment becomes a barbecue pit.
Okay.
All right.
We went a bit
cool.
loopy
And you got
there.
our course on love. Cool. Got it. Let me tell you something about that. So in there, this is really cool. The Manifesting Love Pack is a little tricky because oftentimes we find people do have somebody specific in mind. And so we say in there, and there's 4 steps, imagine him happy. Get it? And here's the thing. It's not, I'm imagining me happy because I'm with him. Imagine him happy. You know what I want for her? This morning I asked her a question. Right? About 6:36 in the morning.
Oh, yes.
I asked her a question. Do you remember what it was?
Is it, are you coming?
Are you coming to the dog park? And it wasn't like, are you coming? Right? And it wasn't like, hey, are you coming to the dog park? Well, it was an honest like, hey, are you coming? And you know what I'm imagining? Her happy. I don't give a crap if she comes or not. You know what I'm imagining? Her happy. And I sent her some texts from the dog park, and I have no idea what she did or didn't do while I was gone, right? I'm not juggling. Right? I have no idea what she does when I'm not here, right? But I don't care.
Chocolate fountain.
Because
no.
the state of loving, happy husband, of course, is imagining happiness for whoever he's with. So whether or not you got somebody specific in mind, just feeling them happy. How would you feel as a happy, loving wife, knowing that whoever you're with is happy? Boom. Cool. Now, when you do that love pack, check it all out from that perspective. Oh, it's a sneaky,
Sweet.
lovely one. The whole thing with the love pack, it's actually, I could call it the anti-craving pack, because craving, right, makes things crazy. Versus love. The most lovely people I know, they just imagine lovingly for other people. I'm losing a buddy right now. He's going overseas. And he's one of the most lovely people I know. And every time I see him, you know what I see? I just see he just wants people to be happy. He's got this genuineness that's like that. And he could be with any girl. And he will be with the right one. I guarantee it. Because he really gets... I'm just imagining you happy, 20. And his customer happy with what they buy. Boom. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Emmett, I'm sorry, but we're going. And our dog is named after you.
Yes.
So,
well, maybe
except
not
our dog
you.
has 2 T's.
Is it at that particular Emmett?
Could be.
Really?
Yeah. Our dog's named after you. We actually got Bruce that just signed up for Manifesting Mastery.
Oh, right.
And Bruce writes back about having the same name as Bruce. Right, so here we go.
Cool.
So, Victor.
Okay. Well, that was
that a fun show?
That was an ace show.
An ace
and
show.
And Bill, looks like you're getting
that.
love from all sorts of ladies.
Oh my God! Everybody loves
yous.
Bill Perry. Everybody type in "I love Pillberry."
Bill Perry.
Yeah, I love Pillberry.
Oh.
And I know this because Tyler knows this. Right? I'd really appreciate that. Could you imagine if we got 1,000 comments to like and stuff because everyone's writing "I love Pillberry"?
So, can you imagine if you got 1,000 comments to like? Okay.
The Facebook thumbs.
All right. So now,
Let's do it.
What we want to know is, what's the dimple that made the difference?
That's right. Oh my God,
'Cause
they're
we
loving
don't do all
Pillberry.
those-
This is great. Whoa, even the guys.
Yay!
Whoa.
Bill likes that. No, I'm joking.
Oh, Cindy's here. Hey!
Oh,
Love
hi,
you,
Cindy. Can you see you creep in the door?
And Cindy loves Pillberry too. Oh, this is
Okay.
Tyler loves Pillberry because I love Pillberry.
Oh, yeah, he does. That's cool. We all love Bill Perry.
Oh.
Right. So, meanwhile,
Oh yeah. Hold
Go
on.
to-
Gotta wait for the.
oh, they're
Got a
going to go
siren.
outside in a sec.
Yeah, there they go. Close the
Right.
heavy lid.
Meanwhile, go to friendever.com. Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com. And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. Oh my God. Love me some Pillberry. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We all
Boom.
love you, Bill.
Pill says follow Cindy. Seriously, Cindy is.
Oh, I'll tell you,
we love
it's true. Everyone send her a friend
Yeah, everybody
request.
send
She's
Cindy
got
a friend
ace
request.
stories. We love them. Okay, have a great day.
All right, have a great day, everyone.
Days, whatever it is.
Get out of this
And
lounge. Sweet.
we'll catch you next week.
Yes, we will. We'll catch us
Okay.
next week. Yo, Jake. Oh, dude, you're gonna have to
Jake.
play the